CJ, I know you would much rather broke the record in a win, but what does it just kind of mean to you to have more 3 points than anybody else?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it. It's just been a tough season, for us collectively as a team. But I think I'll reflect more on that at the end of the season and later on in my career. But whenever you're able to be in those types of positions, it's an honor and a privilege. And just a credit to our team, a credit to hard work, and the ability to shoot the ball a little bit.
And obviously, you came into the league as a guy known for scoring points, shooting the ball, but not necessarily a high-volume three-point shooter. Does that kind of speak to the development throughout the course of your career, becoming a guy that can do that?
Yeah, I mean, for 8 years or 9 years, I was, one of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA. High volume, high percentage on pull-up jumpers, pull-up twos specifically off the bounce, and just the way our offense was ran in Portland for a long time. It's the shot that I just kind of mastered and the shot that I, was comfortable with. And as the game kind of evolved, I had to continue to get more comfortable shooting threes off the bounce, catch and shoot, and just understanding analytics, understanding how it's going to be utilized, understanding the situation, especially coming here, playing with Z, playing with BI, now playing with DeJounte and different guys. You had to be able to space the floor, be able to play the, different strengths of the team. And I think I've just evolved and gotten comfortable shooting threes. Obviously, I'd like to make more threes than what I'm doing right now, but I think it's just a credit to ability to evolve and adapt.
And last two games, y'all had a really tough time on offense. What do you think kind of changed tonight that allowed y'all to just kind of catch that rhythm throughout the game?
We had a day off. That always helps. Getting a day off, being able to sleep in your own bed, all that type of stuff. And then I think for us, it's just consistently working on spacing, pace, being able to get rebounds and get out and run. I think all that stuff makes the game easier. A lot of teams are switching. So just getting used to, screening angles and being able to read the defense on the driving kicks.
And what do you see as the biggest issue on the other end of the court, of the school?
Offensive rebounds have been killing us, this entire season, and especially the last 2 weeks. And it was the same tonight. Offensive rebounds and then closeout rotations, right? We're trapping, and, the three-point shooters were getting open and hurting us.
The second half, it seemed like Dallas was able to get very comfortable in the way that they attacked inside. How do you and DeJounte and Trey, Brandon, whomever is on the perimeter, how do y'all work on communication, maybe at cutting off those driving lanes and making it a little bit more difficult?
Yeah, I mean, Kyrie was one of the main culprits getting downhill. He's been doing that for, 13, 14 years, one of the greatest scorers of all time. So his ability to guard with five, ability to try to, make it difficult for him, with everybody out there, and then understanding that when you are trapping a guy like Kyrie, you're playing in rotations. So, they're able to, have some advantages on closeouts, and it's a team effort. We got to do a better job collectively guarding, all five and being able to help each other.
You talk about how difficult a season this has been. When you get to this point, when you're closing in on All-Star break and these types of things, and it looks like maybe playoffs are really hard to get to, though you're not eliminated from those things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you start shifting what your goals are as a player on a day-to-day basis and what you want to accomplish this season? You start thinking about not necessarily individual marks, but things like, I want to see this guy do this, I want to see this player do this, I want to see us as a team reach these things if the bigger goals that we had maybe at the start of the season aren't on the table anymore.
They're just competing. I think that's the biggest thing, competing. I worked really hard this summer to get better at a lot of different things, and you don't want to waste a season, obviously. Not making the playoffs or not being in a position to make the playoffs right now is not what we expected, but you can still get a lot out of the season, collectively from a development standpoint. Obviously we want to compete each night. You want to get some wins. You want to get better at things. You want to improve on some of your deficiencies and continue to be good at the things that you're good at. I think this is the same for everybody. There's little small growth moments that are going to happen throughout the year. Guys are going to continue to get better and continue to get more opportunities to play and continue to grow on the court and just be able to get more comfortable with the NBA. I think a lot of guys are young. A lot of guys are figuring themselves out and have been thrown into the fire like Eves and continue to get more comfortable in the NBA throughout the rest of the season.
CJ, since you arrived here in New Orleans, typically the defensive end has been the stronger side of the floor. So how frustrating has this season been, and what gives you hope that you guys can at some point turn it around on that end of the floor?
We've been a top 10 defense before with a lot of the same guys that we have. Obviously, no JV, no Herb. Those things are difficult. Z's been in and out of the lineup, but he's been playing the last couple of weeks. Just continuity, I think, helps make the game a little bit easier. And then for us, it's about figuring out our rotations and figuring out defensively what type of identity we're going to have on that end.
CJ, you don't think your size maybe is deficient on some nights where you're just giving up too many more points in the paint, offensive rebounds that you were just talking about?
I think it's a combination of things. There's some long rebounds we got to get to, boxing out. Obviously, many guys aren't going to jump as high as Gafford does, but you got to be able to box out. And it's all five. It's all five of us continuing to help on the boards. And I mean, there's no excuses. We've been playing small, and we played small before, but it's about just rebounding and hitting first and making sure your man doesn't get the ball.
And I just see you guys 5-6 games under his belt. What really stood out to you about some of the things he's been doing?
Just downhill, getting pressure on the rim, continuing to draw crowds, pushing in transition, getting us in the bonus pretty quickly. So I think those are things that he's done really well and continuing to get more comfortable and continuing to play more minutes each night.
Hey, CJ, going back to your record again, you passed Drew, and I played Drew on Friday, but y'all's careers kind of the same as far as just kind of.
He's got how many championships?
Just the work that y'all put in is kind of respected around the league. I mean, just what are kind of the thoughts about Drew?
Yeah, I like Drew a lot. I've been a fan of his game for a long time, except for when they put us out of the playoffs back in the day. But I just think he's a really good player, good human, comes from a good family, is raising his own, family and doing a good job of helping the community and continue to do the right things on and off the court. Obviously, people respect his game, his defensive intensity, his versatility, and how selfless he's just been, consistently hits big shots when they need him to, does a lot of the dirty work and doesn't always get the credit he deserves. But I think he's had an outstanding career, and to be able to be in conversation with someone like that is really cool. But I don't play the game for those reasons. I play the game because I love it and because I want to, really maximize the talent God has given me. So I'm just thankful to be able to hoop and be able to take care of my family.